If you love the snake mold, oh boy do I have news for you. Oh, we're back, baby. San Diego Comic-Con, here we come. Hey guys, it's LpsHoney. I have a very exciting announcement today because if you haven't heard, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pets are back once again for 2025. That's right, last year Basic Fun shocked us by announcing the return of Comic-Con pets in general with the 3 dragons they released: green, red, and yellow, or gold I guess I should say. And this year they're back at it again, continuing the Chinese New Year theme with Year of the Snake. So not only are we getting new Comic-Con pets, 3 to be exact, we're also seeing the return of the snake mold for G7, which I myself are incredibly excited for because I love the snake mold. I've actually been trying to complete that mold, and I swear every time I get close to completing a mold, Basic Fun brings it back. First it was the crocodile, now it's the snake. Like, come on. I'm not complaining, but these pets are going to be a little harder to get, so let's talk about it. So I do have images of all 3 snakes, as well as some information from the unofficial San Diego Comic-Con blog, which I will link down below in the description if you want to, like, scroll through yourself, read the information, everything like that. So it says here we are getting LpsHoney Year of the Snake pets, 3 to be exact, each valued at $29.99 US. Don't even get me started on the resellers, we will talk about them at the end. But continuing onward, they have a little description here that says, this shimmering snake bobblehead comes boxed with a 2025 metal commemorative coin, same as last year, a LPS holographic gold trimmed card, and a Roblox code for the virtual Littlest Pet Shop game. So very, very similar to last year's dragons with what they include. These will also be sold at the UCC booth, same as last year. They are a distributing booth for a lot of different products who don't have their own specific booth at Comic-Con. But let's talk about the pets, because we have 3 snakes in total: gold, red, and green. The exact same color wave as the dragons, however, they've definitely added some more detail compared to the dragons. The dragons of 2024 were basically the same pet 3 times over, same eye color, just different palette, if that makes sense. Like, everything was just a copy and paste, just the colors were different. And that was something that I said I wanted to see a little bit more creativity in, especially with the eye colors being all the same. It just felt a little lazier. But this year Basic Fun has really gone above and beyond to differentiate all 3 snakes, which I really like because it gives them more unique looks, but also that collectability feels a bit more rewarding because you're not just getting a color swap 3 times over. They all have unique features. So each one individually, our gold snake here, I think pretty much most resembles the dragons. It has this really striking gold color with some silver on the belly, on the stripes, as well as some little silver dots on the head. It has a red tongue, green eyes, and the personality eye type as well. The pattern on this gold snake specifically reminds me a lot of this red G2 snake with the exact same spots on the head, so I feel like there is a little bit of inspiration taken there. It might look different in person, but that's the initial kind of inspiration I'm getting, but it's still different enough that I really, really like how it looks. And I'm just saying, did they take inspiration from my old custom? Next up we have the red snake, which I think a lot of people are really excited about because it is very detailed and very unique. I could be wrong, so please correct me if I am, but I believe it is inspired by the Chinese lions or dragons that they use in the dances and performances. That's what I think the whole pattern is based off of. Again, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just the initial vibe I'm getting from this snake. It's very, very cool. Definitely the most unique out of the three, at least in my opinion. From the images, the paint does look to be metallic, so I believe all three are going to be metallic, which is really cool. And this one's eyes are also really unique because it is two different colors within the eyes, so they are both green and blue, which I haven't really seen LPS do. If they have, it's old LPS, so it's really cool that they're experimenting more with the eye colors. The only thing I'm not a fan of with this snake is that the tongue is the exact same red as the rest of the body. Almost feels like they forgot to paint it, but everything else looks stunning. The intricate designs on the face, the patterns on the body, like everything else looks incredible, and I can definitely see this being a lot of people's favorites, or like the harder one to find, I guess. So I'm really interested to see what it'll actually look like in person. And the final design is this green snake, which is my personal favorite. As we all know, my favorite color is green, so I gotta rep every chance I get, and this pet looks gorgeous. I love that it is this green color, which already looks incredible, but they've given it gold details, which in my opinion makes it look very fancy, royal, high class, sophisticated, if that makes sense. Last year the green dragon was named the Jade Dragon, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're going for a similar theme for the snake as well, with the whole jade aspect. But the snake looks incredible. I love the design on the forehead. They've also given it glitter on the tongue, around the eyes, kind of like eyeshadow, on the back, and it looks like the eyes are metallic, which is really freaking cool. I don't know if it's going to actually be metallic in person. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But if they are, that is going to be so cool. It also looks to be little scale details that you can barely make out on the body, which I'm assuming will be on the back more so. They're like little silver scales to kind of match the silver belly, and I just love this one so much. Like, all three designs all have their own individual charm, and I think they all look incredible, especially compared to the dragons. Like I said, the designs have really been stepped up, but this green one specifically, it is a need. I want it so bad. They also shared images of the packaging, which looks to be very similar to the dragons from 2024 last year. So they have the big window at the front, the card on display, and the commemorative metal coin as well, which also has a snake on it this year. So that's cool that they're putting different details on the coins as well. But the boxes are now green, which, ooh, I love. But I'm very happy that they didn't just reuse the same red boxes from the dragons, and they're actually giving it a different color and different look. I'm very interested to see what the sleeve design will be, if they do have sleeves, because with the dragon design, they had these really gorgeous gold dragon illustrations that kind of all conjoined. So I'm interested to see if they'll do something similar with a snake. And then as well, there are some more like professional photos that have been done by a photographer, kind of promo pictures of these snakes. I will say the green one, it doesn't look like the eyes are metallic, so I don't know. That could just be a prototype and the final product will look different. Who knows? But all these images look really incredible, and I'm just so excited for these. Like, I freaking love LPS snakes, so I'm super happy to see them come back. I really hope that they continue to use the snake mold as well. It's not just for these pets. Like, the dragons came back, but they haven't used them since. So I'm really hoping that snakes come back and they do keep using them, because it is like a favorite mold of mine, so I would love to see just regular G7 snakes as well. It'll also be interesting to see how their metallic sheen compares to the OG metallic snake from G2. So if I can get my hands on these snakes, I will definitely be doing a comparison with this little guy, so hopefully I can do that. But let's talk about availability and price. So these pets are only going to be available at San Diego Comic-Con this year. Cool for a collectible item, but really sucks for majority of collectors because it's inaccessible. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say 95% of us will not be able to attend San Diego Comic-Con, so the likeliness of getting these pets are very slim. With that being said, we also face the issue of resellers. This is something that happened with the dragons last year, hence why I even bought one and gave it away to you guys, because I didn't want everyone to suffer with resellers, so I wanted to give somebody out there a chance to get these dragons, and it's definitely going to happen again with these snakes. It's unfortunate, but it's pretty common with collectible items, and I do kind of want to put a cautionary message out there that these snakes are retailed at $29.99 each. Resellers are going to resell it for a lot higher than that, let's just be real. But if you do bide your time, they probably will drop in price. It is annoying having to be patient, especially when you really want a cool collectible item, but this is just my little piece of advice. When it came to the dragons of 2024, the initial prices were super high, and don't get me wrong, they still are expensive, but they have dropped quite a bit over time. And I assume the snakes will be the same. There'll be that initial rush of people buying them for really high prices, and then over time, hopefully at least, they will slowly come down even just a little bit. Yes, it definitely sucks that we have to resort to resellers. I myself am quite annoyed because the price is even higher for me living in Australia. You know, the conversion rate's not the best, plus I have to pay a lot more for shipping if I want to get them from resellers. So it can definitely be annoying and a big burden on your bank account. But I really want to emphasize that just hold out, bide your time. The price will probably inevitably come down, and this is just a part of Comic-Con pets, unfortunately. Hence why I'd also love to see just a normal G7 snake in the future as well, so others can get the mold and appreciate it without having to break the bank for a Comic-Con exclusive. But what do you guys think? I would love to know. I feel like a lot of people were excited for the dragons last year, but I feel like even more people are excited for these snakes, myself included. I'm definitely more excited for the snakes. Like, the dragons were amazing, do not get me wrong, but these snakes are just one step up for me, so I'd love to hear your guys' opinions as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative, and if you did, please do not forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Until then, bye guys!